Hello. Happy Monday. I actually had to think for a minute if it was Monday. Yes, it's Monday. I'm kind of like jumping in here. It's a little bit later than I usually do it. It's a little bit just on the fly, because I had appointments rescheduling this morning and it just got a little crazy. So here we are. We made it. So we are going to go ahead and go do our zodiac readings for the week. Trying to think if there's anything else. Our autumn issue is for sale, so be sure you head to the link in our bio and grab that, because that is getting ready to be sent out at any time, which is fantastic. What else? I feel like there's so much going on this month for me, and I don't know which way I'm going. So we have coming up in October, we have Newts. That's in Portland, Oregon. It's the 6th through the 9th. Yeah, 6th through the 9th. If you are in that area, you can also do a Zoom option. So definitely go check that out. If you go to northwestsymposium.com, you can find that out. And also we have Tarapalooza coming up. So be sure to check out their website if you want to be, see what all the good stuff they're doing. How's everybody doing? How's everyone's weekend? I feel like all these weekends too are really like full of activities and things going on. I actually have I had 3 concerts this month that were rescheduled from COVID, a couple years in a row. So of course they got all rescheduled in the same month, which is this month, which is also my birthday month. So there's that. Just saying. So anyway, let's get to it. So, I'm going to be using the Moon Baby Tarot. So this is the 2nd edition. Oh, Maya, we haven't even started yet. This is just Jen doing a little bit of rambling right now. So you are golden. You are good. We're going to just go ahead and do tarot today. Mostly because I meant to grab some oracle cards and I just did not do that. So tarot it is. Moon Baby Tarot. We had our full moon this weekend, which it was gorgeous. Full moon in Pisces, so lots of energy. Today, the moon is actually in Aries, so a lot of fiery energy. So take advantage of that. I'm an Aries moon, and I have to say, I really do like my Aries moon. It can make me a little spicy at times, but you know, it's fine. Totally fine. Totally A-okay. We are in Mercury retrograde. Yeah, they just came out with it, so I grabbed it. I'm like, let's see what's going on. What's different? I haven't compared yet. Because honestly, I just got it this weekend and I was just shuffling with it, and I just made a post on my Stardust, but that was it. Oh, and also too, I am working on getting the podcast going for our interviews, because we usually do them here on Instagram, but it's been very, very glitchy. And a lot of times when I'm doing them, if the other person doesn't have good service or my service is weird, when I we can't talk at the same time, it cuts the other person out. So I decided, you know what, we're going to just make this nice and official, and then we can have it on more platforms, easier to listen to. And so it's going to be the Stardust Witch podcast. So that is going to be coming to you very soon, when I actually get a minute to sit down and get everything organized. It will happen. Amber, hi Amber. Hello everybody. All right, so you know what? Let's do this thing. Let's get started. All right, Aries. And our Aries moon today. All right, Aries, what do we got for you? So we have the 7 of Cups. Amber, I need a couple of hot minutes. I just need a couple minutes. I don't even care if they're hot or cold. I just need them. So Aries, 7 of Cups. So this week may be full of decisions for you, and you need to just remember that you have to make the choices that are best for you and not best for everyone else. I mean, if we can make it that it's best for everybody, then that's perfect. But you got to remember, you got to stay true to yourself. So I think some of these decisions areas that you have to make are really related to what's best for you compared to what's best for everyone else. So keep that in mind. And, Aries too, try not to make any like rash decisions. Like take a minute, tame that fiery energy. And I'm talking to myself too when I'm saying this. But anyway, you got this, Aries. All right. So, Taurus. Perfect card for you, Taurus. The King of Pentacles. So, you know what? Maybe it's time for you to kind of do your fall sprucing up. Making your spaces more comfy for the cooler months ahead. How does that look for you? What makes you feel happy and comfortable and safe? And I really think that's what this week is about for you, is like time to kind of dig in and kind of that change of summer to fall and just really start, harnessing that energy, because that's what makes you feel really good. And it's also kind of a part of self-care, right? Too, when we're doing that, when we're making our spaces really comfy for us. Which maybe it's time to put up some fall decorations. Or break out your like cozy blankets, something like that. All right. So Gemini. And if you'd like me to pull a card for you, you can use the question mark bubble right next to the comment bar if you're on a device. Or you can just put in the comment bar and I will pull a card for you. We are just doing tarot today. We're using the Moon Baby Tarot and just kind of zipping through here. Just seeing what's going on real quick, like. All right, so where am I? Gemini. All right, Geminis. 6 of Swords. So Gemini, I feel like for you, I feel like right away the whole retrograde popped in my head. So I think for you, maybe some things will be popping up that, kind of that like bubbling up for you. And I think that it's really about deciding what to leave behind and deciding what to take with you as you move forward into this month. Because sometimes we want to hold on to stuff that isn't really serving us, that isn't good for us, and we want things to happen a certain way, but coming to the realization that they're probably not going to do that and letting it go is so important, Gemini, because you like to get stuck up in here in the cerebral spaces, so you need to let that go. All right, so Savvy Soul Tarot, let's pull a card for you. What do we got? Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So Savvy Soul, what comes around, goes around, what goes around, comes around, all of those things. And if you feel like you've had a missed opportunity and it doesn't feel resolved for you, I think this is your card letting you know that it's going to come back around again, so you'll have another chance to kind of go the direction that you wanted to with it. So just kind of go with the flow right now and see what happens, see what comes up, see what you've learned. So when the situation comes up for you again, you'll know exactly what you need to do. All right, so April. All right, April, let's get you a card. We have the Strength card for you. I think, maybe this next couple of weeks, and especially with this Pisces moon and with the Mercury and the retrogrades, that we have all sorts of things in retrograde, that there's going to be some stuff that are popping up for you. And I think this is like your reminder card that you're strong, you're worthy, you can do this. And again, just making sure you are doing things for you and learning to say no. That popped in my head too, April. So however that looks for you, that's what we got. Sorry, Maya. So accurate for Gemini. Are you already in tears about decisions and pressure? Yes. And sometimes you just gotta do it. You just gotta make that decision. You just gotta pull the trigger on whatever it is, because, and just Geminis are, it's like the fatal flaw, but it's a good thing. it's not a bad thing that you really think things through and you come up with solutions. And, but it's also hard because you can get stuck in that loop. And I think that's really what it is, Maya, is like getting yourself out of that loop. You're very welcome, April. So where are we now? Cancer. All right, Cancer. Cancer, we have the Star. So what is it that you've been hoping for? What is it that has been going on for you? And this card is just letting you know that it's all going to happen. All those wishes are coming true. Everything is set. It's going as planned. You are good to go. And now it's time to just, accept it. Because sometimes when good things happen to us, we don't accept that it's real, right? We don't accept that it's really happening. So Cancer, I feel like that's what it is too. Like you need to accept the good stuff. And you also need to accept that you are worthy of the good stuff and that you deserve it. So there you go. Take it, Cancer. It's there for you. It's waiting. And really enjoying things too. And like, yeah, something went my way. Something is good. And not just like, okay, so I'm not going to talk about it because, a lot of people too will tend to be like, oh, well, if I talk about it, then it's going to stop happening or nothing, something might not work out. But the more you talk about it, like it's already happening and that it's successful, it's letting the universe know that you're ready to receive. And so that kind of helps it out too. So don't be afraid to do that, Cancers. All right, so Leo. I know I got some of my Leos in the house. So King of Swords, Leo. Oh, you're very welcome, Cardiomancy and Tea. King of Swords, Leo. So I think for you, it's really about, there may be some situations that you need to put your foot down and you need to really be like, nope, this is how it's going. This is what we're going to do. And I feel like it's kind of related to like people that you're dealing with on a work level or a professional level, like businesses pop in my head. So if you are somebody that has to deal with maybe a business or you deal with businesses and what you do, I think it's really important for you to be firm in what you want and don't let them kind of schmooze you over. All right, Leos. Well, happy Monday, Jess. How are you? All right, so we are on Virgo. Woo! And we had a jumper for Virgo. So Virgo is 6 of Cups. So Virgos, I think for you, it's all about giving. It's about acts of service, maybe mentoring, maybe, I think it's all about you giving in order to receive. So reach out to somebody today, see how they're doing. If somebody pops in your head as I'm saying this, that's the person you need to reach out to and check on. Maybe you can donate to something or volunteer some time. So Virgo, I think that's really what's important for you this week is just the giving, because I feel like you're ready, you're about to receive, but first the universe wants you to give a little bit, like kind of like, give and get kind of thing going on. So there's that. All right, so Libras. All right, Libras. We're almost to Libra season. We're so close. That's my season, Libra sun. My birthday's on the 27th, in case anybody wants to know. All right, so we are, thank you. I changed it up a little bit. We have, for Libras, the 2 of Swords. So Libra, you may have been sitting on something. Whether it's a decision you need to make or a situation that you need to kind of decide on. And I feel like that instead of just keep sitting with it, and just getting lost in the what ifs of a situation, it's time to kind of take some action, It's time to take that blindfold off and see maybe what a situation, like what it really is. Because you might have in your head, you might be thinking it's a certain way, but when you take that blindfold off, you're going to have a little bit better perspective. So don't be afraid to do that. And don't be afraid to ask for advice. If it is a situation, a question, whatever it is that you need to be making a decision on or clearing up, to also reach out to others and ask for an opinion, because again, that's also that other perspective that I think you might need, Libras. All right, so then that brings us to our Scorpios. All right, Scorpios. Ooh, we got the Emperor. The Emperor. Don't know where that came from. Oh, Monday. So, Emperor. All right, so Scorpio. I feel that you especially, you need to really seek out advice. I feel like that you may be stuck on something, and not like to a sword stuck like for Libra. I think this is more of, like a big situation. I feel like this is like, you know, because it is a major card, so it's a major life event. And I feel like, though, that it is really that. And it may be something related to your own personal self. And I almost want to say it's like health related. Scorpio, I feel like that you need to start making some bigger decisions, and maybe it's time to talk to others, and maybe that's getting a new doctor. Maybe it's a legal situation and you need to talk to a lawyer, or maybe you have, you know, somebody in your life who you know you can always go to and get the best advice from, and they're always going to tell it to you straight, because that's what you need right now. You need someone to tell it to you straight, Scorpio, and you need to listen to it. So, you know, sometimes, you know, my lovely Scorpios, you know, you get advice, but then you get insulted by it. But this is kind of telling you, no, you can't do that. It's given to you for a reason, and you need to hear it. And you can be all annoyed about it, but still think about it, like at home, and consider it. All right, so that brings us to our Sagittarius. We're just zipping right through here. Next week we should be good, regular time, and all that good stuff. All right, so we got that King of Pentacles again for you, Sagittarius folks. So for you, I think it's about really building your base. I feel like that you want to plan some traveling, you want to plan some things outside of your spaces, but I feel like first you need to get your stuff situated, whether that's finances, whether that's home stuff, whether that's just kind of maybe reorganizing your day to make it better. But before you decide to go off and do some fun things, Sagittarius, it's time for you to really kind of reorganize yourself a little bit, just so that you can go and enjoy that and there's no snafus. We don't like snafus. So, all right. So we are zipping along today. So we have Capricorn coming up next. And then, like I said, if anyone wants a card, definitely let me know. All right. So what do we got for you? Ooh, we have an Ace of Cups for you, Capricorn. You know, I think for you, it's really important to think about new beginnings and new beginnings that make you feel good. So we just had the full moon. So we have about 2 weeks before we get to, the new moon, which would be around the 24th. So I think for you right now is a really great time to do some planning, Capricorn, and really so you can bring some new things in on that new moon. So by the end of the month, what is it that you want to start? What is it that you want to restart? Maybe you just need to freshen up something, or reorganize, or, start something new. But I feel like that you need to really feel it. It really needs to come, and it needs to resonate from you completely in order for it to work. So I think, though, that you need that little bit of extra time until we get to that new moon, to really kind of cultivate that and decide what it is that you want. So, Aquarius. Another Ace of Wands. Wow. All right. So, new action. And I feel like for you, it's new habits. I think there's some new habits you need to start bringing into your life, Aquarius. And that may also mean for you to restructure your day, or maybe you need to either your morning routine, maybe you need to change that up a little bit. See how it feels for you if you do that. Maybe it's just even doing something new that you haven't done before. Maybe if you work outside your home, taking a different way, or maybe mixing up your day a little bit. I think for you, you need to do something new. You need to bring in some new energy. So whatever, whatever pops in your head, Aquarius, when I'm saying that, that's what you need to do, because that's your intuition speaking. So that's what we want to go with. And I think that's really important for you. Like and it's also, we're moving into a new season. So that's also a great time to kind of shake things up a little bit, do some shifting, working on some new stuff, so you could kind of go into the new season with a new energy. And I think that would be really good for you, Aquarius. And that brings us to Pisces. In that Pisces moon that so I don't know about you, but this Pisces full moon was like, whoa. It was like, whoa. It was very intense. Very intense. Lots of intensity happening. So I think that, I feel like it kind of, since it kind of happened at the beginning of the month, it might have threw your month, like the beginning of the month, like you haven't really settled into your month already. And it was funny because I kind of just said that to Amber this morning when I was talking to her. Like, it's like the month hasn't settled in yet. Like, it's still a little like, woo. So I think that, going into this like next week or so, I think things will be settling down. But when you're also in the retrogrades too, you don't want to be like freaked out and be so scared to do anything. And, I always say, to rest, to reflect, recharge, like kind of those 3 R's. And, but you can also do that while you're still doing other stuff. You don't have to like dig a hole and hide in it for the next couple weeks. I mean, if you really want to, but I don't recommend that. All right. So Pisces, let's get to you, Pisces. So Pisces, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like change is really happening for you. And maybe it is because of that you just had that moon that kind of kicked everything off for this month. But I do think that going with the flow is really, really important when there is change, because I do feel like there are some big changes for you, Pisces. And, you can get lost in that emotion and the emotion of a situation. And I think it's really for you, like your mantra for the next couple of weeks really is just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. It's going to be okay. And it's going to, if you just kind of go with it instead of against it, it's going to be so much easier for you. And I think that you'll see that on the other end. Because when we're putting up that resistance, we're also putting that stuff out into the universe again, that we don't want that change. And a lot of times change is inevitable. It's going to happen no matter what. It all depends on us if we're going to make it easy or not. Right? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Well, hello, Christine, my darling. How are you? I get to see you in a couple of weeks, don't I? Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. All right. So we zipped right through the zodiac. And if you'd like me to pull a card for you, I can certainly do that. So let me know. Before I am done here, next week we will be at our regular time again. And I will also, be doing, I have a couple ideas. So I got like this little like ghosties set from Chaz Bogan. Like he makes all these, he's like the wheel that I use. He makes all these great things. And of course I got to buy all the great things. So I have that. So I'm going to see how I can make that work. So I think we'll do tarot and we'll do the little ghosty set next week. We'll see. I don't know. I got to play with it. All right. Yeah, absolutely. So Cartomancy and Tea, let's grab you a card and then we'll get one for my dear Christine. All right. So, Cardamom we have that Six of Swords card. So, it's time to leave some shit behind. Time to release, time to let go. Maybe you know, and we're still kind of in that full moon energy, right? So we can definitely do some releasing. And I do feel that there is one particular situation that you have been hanging on to that has been kind of annoying the hell out of you. And I think it's time to start doing some releasing on it. Even if you don't want the situation to end or change, there's some part of it that needs to be let go of. So Cardamom Tea, that's what I'm getting for you for today. You can do it. Let it go. And I won't sing Frozen for you because I can't sing. I just pretend I can. I just make pretend. All right. Christine. So, all right. We got the Ten of Swords for you. We have the Ten of Swords. So I feel like, though, for you, it's really, I think it's holding on to a lot of self-doubt. I really think that's what it is. I feel like it's like you're almost doing this to yourself at this point. So I think it's time for you also to do some releasing. Let go of that self-doubt. You know what right away that's popping in my head is for you to write down all the things that you have doubts about. Like write them all out on like pen and paper, not on a computer, not on anything else, like on paper, pen and paper. And I want you to release it, to let it go. You can burn it, you can rip it up, you can roll it in a ball and get rid of it. But I feel like that's what I need you to do. I really want you, because I feel like that's kind of holding, like creating a little bit of a block for you. Hi, Andrea. And I think that once you kind of do that, that's kind of a releasing for you. And I think that's going to really open up your flow a little bit better. So that's what I'm getting for you, Christine. That's what I got for you. And people are always afraid of the card, but I feel like that it's also one of those cards like, okay, you're so close, right? It's a 10, you're at the end. So you're almost close, you're so close to that, but you need to just take that one extra step. So I think that is really, I think that'll help you for sure. Oh, you're very welcome. So yeah, what else do we have going on? So like I said, if you are going to be around in Portland, or you feel like doing a little traveling, you probably want to check out Newt's. How are you, Andrea? And I'm going to get to see Andrea as well. I'm so excited. Yeah. And if you go to northwestsymposium.com, you can get tickets. You can check out all what's going on, the lineup, all of that. Amber, Jamie, and I will be there. There's going to be a Cartomancer table. Jamie and I are speaking. And yeah, so we have a lot going on. And then also Tarapalooza is coming up soon too. So go to tarapalooza.com. You can see the lineup there. I know Sasha Graham's speaking. I know Elliot is, and I absolutely adore him. He's the sweetest ever. So yeah, so we have a lot of really cool things going on. The podcast stuff is going to start coming up soon. As soon as I'm home long enough to actually put it all together, it will happen, I promise. This month has just been a little something. But yeah, I think that's really it. Unless anybody else wants a card, I will see you next week. I know, I'm so excited to see you. Yeah, I'm going to see you. I'll be back here next week, regular time. So 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. And just keep an eye out for some announcements. Our autumn issue is rolling. So go to the link in our bio, check that out. And I think that's it. Yeah, everyone have a fantastic week ahead. And make sure to breathe. We just all need to breathe, right? And drink water, which is funny because it's kind of like when I was at Witch City. And when I do a lot of speaking at events, I always tell people to drink water. So now it's kind of everybody just walks by me and shows me their water bottles. I'm like the witchy mama ball. I can't help it, and I feel like when we're doing all this energy work and we're doing all these things, people forget to drink their water, and it's important. So that's what I'm going to leave you with, folks. Drink your water. Have a great week.